you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe to the channel, press the bell next to it so you get a notification every time I drop a new video. And, in the words of my grandpa,
subscribe, bitch.
Yeah. Cock-a-doodle-doo. In Big Baller brand news, Lamelo and Lonzo are injured to start the NBA season. Jello was cut by the Hornets. Dumb decision, by the way. And LeVar does interviews on how Charlotte can't develop players. But most importantly, Lamelo's second signature sneaker just released. The MB.02s are out right now. Let's get into the review of Melo's second signature sneaker. When you hear Melo, do you think of Lamelo Ball or Carmelo Anthony? I low-key still think of Carmelo. As always, starting off with the looks and the initial thoughts of the MB.02s. Now Puma's #1 basketball athlete is Lamelo. He's the only one with his own shoe and J. Cole. So you know they're gonna put maximum effort into Melo's sneaker. Looks-wise, it's not much different from the MB.1s. I'm not even gonna lie. Watch the MB.1 video I did if you want to compare sneakers. I wore the same shirt in both tests because both of the shoes kind of look the same. And it's my only Puma shirt that I have. I know you people out there get on people for mix and matching brands. Like if I want to wear Lululemon shorts with some Adidas shoes and a Li-Ning hat, let me do that. It's a trash fit, but let me do that. So the Melo slogan is one of one, but really this shoe and the last Lamelo Balls, it's really one of two. The silhouette is low-key the same with minor differences. Instead of the wings or flower looking design that was in the upper of the MB.1s, it's this Jujutsu Kaisen type pattern in the upper for you anime fans out there. I will say you gotta look at this sneaker really closely to get the cool details. So in the MB.1s, if you remember, there was a small Puma logo right here in the forefoot. In the MB.02s, it's a bigger Puma logo right up here in the upper. On the medial side of the sneaker, it has one of one on the right shoe and rare on the left shoe written in blue. Also on the bottoms, of course, you can see the rare on the top in the forefoot, and then you got the one of one in the heel area. But the shoes do pop, they do stick out. If you are that type of hooper that craves attention because you have an insecurity problem or think you're the main character in the storyline and want everyone to stare at you, these are the shoes for you. I had several people come up to me and compliment me on the Melos. I mean, can you blame them? It's clean. The looks and the initial thoughts rating of the Melo.02s is a 9 out of 10. Only cause it's kind of the same as last year's, but that's not a bad thing because last year's model was very clean as well.
That's a fact.
Moving on to the size and the comfort. Now, they fit smaller than normal. It does feel a bit tight in my normal size that I normally wear. It's a very lightweight sneaker and breathable with the disruptive construction upper and engineered woven mesh. Say disruptive construction upper 10 times fast.
Disruptive construction upper, disruptive construction upper, disruptive construction upper, disruptive construction.
Now the shoes have a very low to the ground feel with the nitro foam infused midsole cushioning. It honestly feels like you're hooping in the Kyrie 4s, which honestly was one of the better hoop shoes I've ever played in. That shoe was one of the better responding shoes I've ever played in. The shoe is also kind of rounded as well, so it does have that rounded feel like a Kyrie 4. To break it down, it's got a solid cushioning and a fast responsiveness. Overall, pretty comfy sneaker. Just go up half a size if you want normal room, especially if you're a hooper who wears ankle braces or put your own insole inside, or you just wear super thick socks. Size and comfort rating 8.5 out of 10.
That's a fact.
Moving on to the traction. So traction was actually one of the worst parts of the MB1s. No, actually it was the worst part of the MB1s. I was slipping and sliding, but they corrected it in the MB2s for sure. Played on 2 different cords, both dusty, and they stuck both times. Now the shoes sport a full non-slip rubber compound with multi-directional traction pattern that mimics Lamelo's wing tattoos. Kind of looks like the peacock feathers that we saw in the upper of the MB1s. And as previously stated, the heel area spells out 1 of 1 as well. Really dope details in the sneaker, but back to the traction. It's super solid. Makes the macaroni noise and the squeak sound. It sticks in going every direction, so you can stop on the dime and you can do Euros and you can do step backs and you won't slip. Puma really drastically upgraded the traction from the Melo 1s to the Melo 2s. Traction rating is a 9.5 out of 10. Moving on to the materials and the technology. Now the cushioning has a nitro foam infused midsole for superior responsiveness and comfort while remaining lightweight. As for the grip, it's got a full coverage engineered non-slip rubber compound with what Puma calls a feather tread pattern for enhanced durability and traction. Now the upper has a disruptive upper construction made with engineered woven mesh and multi-zone mixed materials for targeted support, comfort, and breathability in a lightweight package. The shoes also has a TPU heel clip for added durability and a Puma form strip on the lateral side. The materials rating of the MB2s is a 9 out of 10. Everything is great in this shoe, to be honest. I will say the only thing that's keeping this shoe from being a 10 rating in the materials and the technology are that the laces are too damn tiny. They're too damn short. You can't even put them through the last lace holes and double knot it. Basically, if you want longer laces, you gotta go out there and buy longer laces, and that's a hassle. Also, the shoes don't have a heel tab. A lot of shoes don't, but I prefer if shoes did. That makes the shoes easier to put on and take off. I just deducted 1 point for all of that.
That's a fact.
Moving on to the support and the lockdown. Now the support is great with the nitro cushioning, and all the lateral support is great too with the multi-zone mixed materials. Lockdown is also good. It really hugs your foot. Now that could be because this shoe fits a bit smaller, so it's tighter than normal. I know people out there will be on me like, lace them up all the way, put it through the last lace hole. Well, the laces aren't long enough to put them through the last lace hole and tie them. Bottom line is the lockdown is solid because it's tight around your ankle, but they should just have longer laces. So if you need longer laces, go out there and grab some. Again, I wish the shoes added a pull tab. I hate how shoes don't have pull tabs. This makes everything so much harder to put on and take off. Set Quavo. Rating 9.5 out of 10. Moving on to the price and the value. Now the shoes are $130, which is normal for basketball sneakers nowadays. If you want something that's on the lower side, check out the Dame Dollar video I just did. That sneaker is $95. The MB2s are slightly more expensive than the Giannis's, the Kyries, the Lukas. So is the $130 price tag worth it for the one-time All-Star second signature sneaker? I say yes, because not only does it perform well in all aspects, it looks good too. Feel good, look good, play good. And that's Lamelo in a sneaker. Not saying he looks good. I mean, he does look good. All the Ball brothers are handsome dudes, you know. Jello probably being the most handsome Ball brother. Moving on.
That's a fact.
Overall, I'm willing to say that this is one of, if not the best hoop shoe out right now. While it looks similar to last year's Melo, it's better with improved traction and materials. It's a shame Melo's injured to start the year because he'd be hooping in these. I'm talking MVP type season if his teammates weren't all criminals. Overall rating of the Puma MB2s is a 9.1 out of 10. That's an A in my book.
That's a fact.
Alright guys, that concludes the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Lamelo Ball's second signature sneaker. They're definitely clean. They're definitely really good for basketball. Till next time, we out. Peace. Positive note of the day. If you set your mind to something,
nothing my son can't do. That's a fact.